It is the AFC Championship game 2011, the New York Jets at the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm Joe Duffy, America's only Grandmaster handicapper and CEO of OffshoreInsiders.com, the best sports handicapping site in the entire world. We are going to do a complete and thorough preview from a sports betting standpoint of this contest. The Steelers are currently a 3.5-point favorite, with also some juice there now. Some places are demanding you lay 115. The total is 38.5 to 39. Make sure you check out our approved sportsbooks at the homepage of OffshoreInsiders.com. Thoroughly vetted. But let's get straight to your preview. The Jets are 13-5 straight up, 11-7 against the number, and they've gone over at a 13-5 rate. But get this. 9 out of their 10 road games this year have gone over the total, and they are 7-3, where it counts, away from home. The Jets, offensively, pretty good running team. They average 4.4 yards per carry to teams normally giving up just 4.2. Passing the ball, though, they're below average on offense. They get 6.2 yards per pass to teams that normally give up 6.6, and slightly below average offensively overall, getting 5.3 yards per play to teams that normally give up 5.5. That includes, though, the return yardage and special teams. On defense, the Jets allowed just 3.6 yards per carry to teams that normally give out 4 and normally get 4 yards per carry, so they're holding teams to 0.4 below their normal average. And they only allow 6.1 yards per pass to teams that normally get 6.7. Overall on defense, they are allowing 5 yards per play to teams that normally get 5.5. So again, pretty darn good defense holding teams to 0.5 below their normal average. Now let's go to the Pittsburgh Steelers, 13-4 straight up, 11-6 to the number. They've gone under at a 9-8 rate. Now on the spread-wise, they're actually 6-3 at home. In fact, 6-3 straight up and against the spread at home. On offense, they're particularly good passing the ball. They average 7.5 yards per pass to teams normally giving up just 6.5, and they get 5.7 yards per play to teams that normally allow just 5.4. Pretty darn good on defense, and they are holding teams to a very, very impressive 1.1 yards below their normal average, giving up just 3 yards per carry. The Steelers are the teams that normally get 4.1. They allow 5.6 yards per pass to teams that normally get 6.4, and just 4.7 yards per play the teams that normally get 5.3. Now, if you did watch our NFC Championship preview, and if you didn't, you definitely want to watch that, we had said that we weren't 100% sure at press time about God's tips. Whether we were going to have, well, we knew we were going to have both sides, but we were still waiting for some last-minute key indicators to decide how we would rate them. Well, God's tips, we were going to have one of the underdogs will win outright. I'm going to tell you that much. One of the underdogs will definitely win outright. We have at least 3 plays, and we're still looking over some more stuff as far as the totals are, but we're going to have at least 3 plays on God's tips for the conference championship games and our Canadian crew. Really, when you go to OffshoreInsiders.com, if you haven't read the sports handicapper profiles at the top of the page, you want to read that. We are so happy to have the Canadian crew's plays exclusively on OffshoreInsiders.com, and I will tell you this Jets-Steelers game is their best bet of the year in the postseason. So make sure you visit OffshoreInsiders.com, and I can tell you this, they actually have both sides more than 1,250 words of analysis, and it's not that Oscar Dooley or O.C. Dooley stuff where he simply regurgitates everything that Mike Lupica told him. You got to see the analysis they've got on both of these games, including the AFC Championship, is the best bet of the year. Again, it's all at OffshoreInsiders.com.